Yeah. Gotta turn on the sound in Dota though, which I don't have on currently. PugChamp versus Mind Games is in an hour. Okay. X3 beat Brame game 1. Ha! Oh. Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's see what there is on the T-verse. Dota, what the fuck? Really? Wow, that is actually so dumb. Yeah, yoink. Good dog. Why are you running? Wait, what? Wait, what? That's actually pretty funny.
That's a lot of damage.
Wait, did he just walk in to die? Oh no, Chen just got destroyed. But it was still a pretty cool kill. Regardless, Blink Dagger Chen. Wow.
Let's do this. Holy. Ooh. 5 seconds left. It's
Huh?
Radiant's band now. Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I'm alive.
Dyer's turn to ban.
What?
Radiant's turn to ban.
How does that make sense?
Ten seconds.
What's up, little bud?
5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now.
Hey?
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
I am a can of whoop-ass.
That's an angry motherfucker. Okay, let's see. Game draft is about to start, so we'll jump in to see what is happening.
Dyer pick.
Oodie-doom.
Keeper of
Codturfish number 1. Okay, we get ourselves the coddle on X3 side.
Radiant.
She, I'm gonna grab dessert because I'm home alone anyway, so I might as well just fatten myself.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
再见了，宝贝儿。
Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left.
This is like a new little creme brulee. Not as
It's ready,
tasty
it's
as
banned
the
now.
old one was.
Dyer's turn to ban.
Oh well. Oh mother truckin' well.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Okay, what are these picks so far? They're like okay-ish, I guess. Not superb, not absolutely horrendous. You got yourselves a Coddle DP. Coddle DP, of course, 2 very heavy meta heroes on the opposing side. 2 very heavy meta heroes with the Storm DK. Death Prophet could be a 5, but if you go for a 5 DP means your supports don't have a stun, and that kind of does complicate things a lot of the time. So probably either offlane or maybe even a mid
10
DP
seconds.
potentially.
5 seconds left.
Whereas on the other side is most likely going to be a DK offlane with a Storm mid. And to be fair, Storm mid is pretty good, considering you only need like null talismans to be useful. You just get 50 null
Dyer's turn to
talismans.
ban.
And you're all of a sudden magically already a hero. My parents went on
10
vacation
seconds.
for about a week, so my dog's gonna be chilling here for the time being.
5 seconds
A lot
left.
in my room. She is the cutest though.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Wankre. What's up, Mello? Okay, what are they gonna be picking? They've got Coupe on the side of Brame. Are they gonna go for his good old-fashioned Pudge position 4? Because that would be Pog.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick.
Super Salami. What the fuck are you talking about? Enchantress. Okay, I mean, it wins the safe lane, but it's not great necessarily against the Coddle. It can bully the Coddle out. And it's a rare sight to see that happen. Not a lot of heroes
10
can do that.
seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant's turn to pick.
Medusa.
Almost finished? Yeah, we'll go. Oh, wait. I see it. Wang Chi and Super Salami. Okay, yeah. I keep forgetting. I use a different chat. Now I can see it. Okay, let's see. Mars Dusa. Really X3. God, that is just filthy. Mars Medusa DP Coddle. That is hard team fight in the favor of X3 so far. Brame are gonna need to find tools because Storm can't really handle Medusa. DK stun is pretty nice, but they need a big heavy safe laner. And normally in this patch the best safe laners to deal with it are, well, Anti-Mage and TB for the most part, I think. Though Dusa tends to still manage to magically always win in the end. Dumb hero. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Mm-hmm. Bomb. Wonder if Spartan is going to be core again. I think he's a 5 now these days, right?
It's Radiant's band now.
Razor. Wait, is this a safe lane Razor? I mean, it has to be, right? Or are they gonna do some very weird setups?
5 seconds left.
Last game he played Corlina, but didn't they lose last game? I didn't watch it. Thug was Bane. What the fuck is going on in that team if they're swapping their mid laner for their position 5 player? What, he can't play fucking Lina mid as Thug? The Razor puts me for a loop because I don't really think going safe lane Razor with the... I mean, you'd probably win your... Actually, you might still get fucked in your lane against a DP Coddle. Against a Mars Coddle. Like, Razor's not necessarily a good laner against Mars. Considering he just spares you away the moment you go for a static link.
5 seconds left.
X3, big question is, are they going to pick up a 5? Which I assume they will. They need something. They kind of need more buffs for the Dusa, though. They need, like, maybe an Ogre I'd like an ogre. For the
10
X3
seconds.
side. Because I don't think DP Deuce is good enough.
5 seconds left.
Maybe they just want to have fun. Cause girls, they want to have fun. Oh, girls, they want to have fun. I mean, that might be the case.
再见了，宝贝
Though
儿
if they just want to have fun, they might just get 2-0'd. Because X3, like, these are 3 former Team Spirit players in a time where Team Spirit was actually pretty strong. And Nesfear and Natty Narwhal have been also incredibly impressive as well. So I would not take them lightly whatsoever. Though on paper, Brame are still the stronger team. But you can't fuck up too much. Last game, X3 plays so easy. Well, yeah, if you're swapping your 5 for a mid, then it tends to become a little bit easier.
Dyer's banned now. Radiant's turn to pick.
X3, Undying is still available. Sorry, not Undying, but Ogre is still available. I really think it's a great Ogre game.
10
Yeah, that good
seconds.
old attack speed buff has a
Dyer's turn to
solid guaranteed stun. Okay, they go for the Treant, which is... I'm not a big fan of this choice. Does mean, of course, that it dissuades Brame from pushing quickly, considering they don't... I mean, they have a little bit of push between the DK, the... Actually, the push is pretty okay, especially if Razor goes for like an Axe build, which he doesn't. I imagine if you swap Nigma's 5 with any position 1 player, they might improve. Why are you so mean to Kuro? But yes, I wholeheartedly agree. But in this game, like, Brame, yeah, they're picking up the TB, so now I have no idea what they're doing. Razor offlane? Okay, Razor offlane, then is QP on the DK4 position. So he's just going to be mainly focusing on getting the stuns out. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling Brame's draft at all. They have a grand total of 2 stuns in their entire lineup against Medusa. And they have, like, Arena is such a good saving mechanic. They've got the Overgrowth, which is great against BKB targets. You've got the fucking Coddle of Velour to back up your teammates. I think it's... I like X3's draft a lot more. Is QP standing in? I actually have no fucking clue. Zero idea. I think he is standing in, though. Yeah, he has to be standing in, because he's not marked as a player on the Brame roster. Why didn't they pick him Pudge? I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't just give him Pudge. A real Chad would have Pudge. Was Mirana banned? I don't know. He played it last game as well. I didn't completely like pay that much attention. I'm a tiny bit tired. Had a god-awful night's rest. Then I had a meeting at uni. I went to uni, or I tried to go to uni. Then I was in the train near Nijmegen, which is in the Netherlands. And then I got closer, and then the fucking train, like the cables in the train, broke, it seems. And the train stopped moving. So, yeah, that was fun.
I sense a connection.
I was stranded. I had a meeting in like half an hour, and I couldn't go there, so I had to stress in the train to contact my fucking supervisor, my mentor, and discuss about how we can fix this issue. So we postponed it to another date, but still, it's a fucking annoyance, because that means I traveled for nothing and missed the first game. Razor 4, Razor 5, Popo Watson. CSCast when? CSCast will be on Sunday. I will be doing CSCast with Retro as my co-caster. We have done some co-casts together in the past, but that has, honest to God, been a very lengthy time ago since we did that. By the way, how are you doing, Darksteel? Also, girlfriend's coming tomorrow, so I will most likely
30 seconds to shoot.
be gone for most of the weekend. The more you know. So I think it's gonna be. I'm trying to get Snare to also cover this tournament. And everyone knows Snare casting, right?
The battle begins.
It would be a nice addition. Then it would be me, Blue Skill, and Snare covering the Dota 2 Champions League tournament. Also, I am fucking psyched that my predictions of yesterday's games were so on point. Except for, I think, the Outriders or Outsiders. That one was a little bit off, but the upsets happening in the Eastern European DPC were nutty. Who was a better draft? Who do you favor? I favor the side of X3 in the draft. First Blood, however, is going to get retrieved by Spartan, who just spams impetus spears from behind. But yeah, I like the X3 draft more. I love their team fight. It's hard to really knock off the D2CL with only 2 Suns on the dire side. Of course, you know, you do have a Storm Spit in your team, so late game you do have that fat juiciness. What are your thoughts on Team Spirit losing to BB? I thought BB would take a map. I didn't expect them to win. But it doesn't completely surprise me, because of course Spirit had to completely move everyone to... I think they're in Serbia now. Like most of the Russian teams, they moved to Serbia. Like Hellraisers as well and all those guys. So that, you know, it's going to get a little bit getting used to. Batboom, however, did also play the Dota 2 Champions League tournament last season, or at least in the playoffs. So they have a little bit more time to work together and get used to each other again, which is the reason I thought they'd take a map but not the series. Ultra late, who's better, D2CL or TB? It's hard, but D2CL for different reasons. Mainly because, I mean, D2CL just is amazing, first of all, because when you get split shot, use modifiers, TB, his illusions melt. But TB's advantage is the split push game, which is hard to deal with for D2CL, because D2CL is not the most mobile of heroes. So you have those TB illusions late game just pushing all 3 lanes at the same time, and you can never push out your base, which is kind of where you get stuck and walk onto a brick wall. What do you think will win, BB or Na'Vi? I went for Na'Vi. Ooh, get chain lightning, bitch. I mean, Na'Vi have, like, the best CIS safe laner in the team. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is the best CIS safe laner. Vtoon is actually a fucking monster. Even in his old teams that he used to play, always had mad respect for that guy. I mean... yeah, Hellraiser's Flight to Moon.
Radiant's top rubble.
Dude was insane. Did Brame just sold game 1? I don't know what they did. They fucked around a bit too much. Fair enough. I suppose Brame wins if they win early to mid, focusing on Storm, DK, and Razor. Yes, the big downside is on the Brame side, I don't really get the offlane Razor pick that much. And they have a bit of an issue, like, locking down enemies. They've got the DK stun, which is great in the Storm Electric Vortex, but that is where their entire utility kit ends on the side of Brame. But look at the Spartan aggression already, heading out towards mid, trying to take down Natty Narwhal. Of course it is a DP, so he heals like fucking crazy. And the Illuminate Blast rotation from Enring comes in, so that... I mean, you went in with what's that fucking wolf? The damage buff wolf, bro. If you had a Centaur Stomp Creep or something, like, you went in with an Alpha Wolf thinking that's enough to take down a Death Prophet. The arguably most OP hero in this patch. V2 or Ramses, V2. Did you see Snapfire yesterday game? No, I didn't. Any sources why Spartan played 2 last games though? I have no idea. The team's just fucking around at this point. It might be that they think, you know, Spartan, I'd rather see them not fucking around, but it's not too surprising. Spartan dropping low, does get himself some impetus blasts in. Mastery trying to back off. And Nick is turning his attention in the meantime to try and kill off Spartan. Won't be able to get the connection. There is going to be the saving grace. He also still has the fairy fire, and somehow he doesn't die with the ENG and the TP on no HP. Brame don't take this seriously at all. I think it's more, you know, they kind of need to figure out ways to improve for next DPC as well. So a lot of the teams tend to see Dota 2 Champions League more of a well, you know, a super scrim. So you try different shit. And if it doesn't succeed, it doesn't succeed. Also, why is my fucking bot not working? Nesphere though, nice rotation, DK stun, drain all of his damage. Nesphere underneath the tower does have that living armor, which even level 1 it actually does a fuckload with the extra armor. Oh, he cuts his way through immediately. They're still looking, but there's no rotation to help him out. Surprisingly enough, oh, DP doesn't have a TP. That's the main reason why Mars is not level 6. So they go in for the dive, and they do manage to get a big one. Nanto already TP towards the bottom lane, so the tower is going to get sieged. They've got themselves the skeleton army with the Dark Troll Summoner. I mean, Antoa is just waiting to die, right? In comes the Illuminate Blast, try and feel them away. They put a lot of rotations down bottom. Narwhal is in the area as well. Net worth-wise, both these teams not letting the other one succeed that much, though Thug is actually having a pretty good time in mid. Like right now, there's also no Nazi Narwhal. They didn't counter with the small camp, which is normally what you need to do, especially against a storm. Also, I need to quickly check why the F is my bot not working.
There it goes. Invisibility.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wait, what?
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Did I just fail at drinking, or
Dire's top tower might
is
be
it
going
leaking?
down.
I just failed at drinking. That's a first. Ooh, nice Illuminate Blast to steal most of those creeps, though they did lose my... Okay, I need to find a napkin or something.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
One right here. There we go. All 3 cores from Brame looking pretty mighty fly. Mastery is really starting to struggle, going for the Bling Dagger first item. Nati Narwhal, Kai Sanj, bottom lane. Antoa is just keeping the tower alive with his level 3 living armor, full support mode.
Dire's top tower is
Even though
under
it doesn't necessarily do the most amount of healing, it is constantly there, which is really hard to deal with.
I sense a connection between us.
Dire's putting up a barricade.
Nesphere mid, Spartan's trying to chase him down. Thug with the zip. Any rotations to help out Nesphere because he doesn't have his ulti available. Magic Wand has been used. There is Nati Narwhal, but rotation comes out a little bit too late. They will lose themselves Nesphere, but in return, Cupid should be taken out. Spartan will be just barely getting the TP to safety. Nonetheless, it is going to be a 1-for-1 kill. And another Medusa finished off. Who's X3? X3 consists of 2 players that are reasonably new and 3 players that used to play for Team Empire. Their names you should probably know if you know the CIS region a little bit more. It consists of Mastery, of course, the offlaner. Enring is Valor, and Antoha as their position 5. And then their safe laner is Nesphere, and Nati Narwhal is their mid. And Nati Narwhal, I casted him in the opens,
Radiant's bottom tower is
open
still
qualifiers
Radiant's bottom tower
for
is
the Dota Champions League, and he was actually very impressive. Oh, Sparta gets taken out by Enring bottom. Cupid is another one. 2 quick kills here for the side of X3 with Mastery's rotation coming through. Getting close towards that blink.
Dire's middle tower.
What do you think will win the series? Well, I think X3 is going to be able to take game number 2. So that ergo, I think they take the series. Even though they are making sure that Nesphere doesn't have a great time. Also, did anyone here by chance watch the Noping match against Infamous? I did not have a chance to watch it because I had company visiting. But just wanting to know, did Noping really play that well, or was it Infamous sucking ass? Because I'm probably going to rewatch it, considering I'm a fan of Noping, or at least I'm a fan of, you know, Astini's squad. Because I'm good friends with Astini. And I love the fact that they had LeBron playing with them and Mr. Jeans instead of Suits. Which makes me a lot happier. And I think Duster was playing 4th position. Like a lot of shit. But I'm really curious about how it went. 11 BKB first item, same as pretty much any lane Razor. Yeah, I know that Noping beat them 2-0. I'm curious if they like did Infamous suck ass, or did Noping actually play really well? That's the thing that I'm kind of like looking towards. It was a weird game. I read in chat Infamous is unstable. Well, it would be unstable, right? That's how it felt like. Well, to be fair, they've had a pretty weird season behind them. They first, I think, Michel, like he first left the team, then came back, and like because he didn't go through with the other team, so they had him coming back to the team, and there's some weird shit going on in the team, which is unfortunate because I really like the Infamous lineup. And Open quite clean playing though, but mostly Infamous sucked. Okay, good to know. I sense a connection between us. Lengthy pause has been subsided. And Rink on the Coddle, of course, farming. Actually, surprising that a Treant is keeping up with the Coddle. Treant 5 in the same team. Hoping play well. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. That's the shit I live for.
Stupendous.
Well, they do be farming nicely here on both ends. pretty much just next to each other. Nubito is, he went for the Falcon Blade. Don't see that item too often anymore. But Mantistal, Scotty, kind of the same build as everyone does. I would assume the D2CL does about the same, if not exactly the same. But Master does have his blink, and they're going to immediately smoke out to see if they can find a nice little juicy catch. Nubito would be, of course, the best target. But they can make it work with what the fuck? 3 null talismans and bots on the storm? Bro, storm builds are going all over the place this batch. I have no idea. I've seen 4... What happened with the old Kaya Sandstorm? Like an orchid. PugChamp or MG? I went with MG. You know why? Because Mind Games has Einkrad as their mid laner now. I believe in Einkrad. Man's a legend. Oh, Doug trying to run away, but he is going to get chased down. Can they find the kill? Yes, they can. That overgrowth just barely hit the mark. And they find themselves a very big kill, plus a tier 1 tower towards mid on the side of X3. But Nubito is still farming very nicely. And they also have to contend with Raze, who is almost done with his BKB. BKB refresher. Yeah, it's the same as Safe Lane Razor does. Yeah, a friend of mine does like 5 nulls as well, and then he changes. Then he bought Ags, and then he equipped Ags so that he could go back to 5 nulls. So then you lose the stats you get from Ags, which is even weirder. And Bloodstone no more viable. Bro, have you seen Bloodstone late game? You zip in, storm, miles away, you join the fight, you press Bloodstone pretty much the moment you land, and boom, instantaneous full mana again. It is actually fucking amazing. It's not a first item potential, but I definitely think that Bloodstone has its chances as like your third, fourth item in the game. Like, instantaneously full mana on a storm is fucking insane. And of course, instantaneous full health as well, because you get both at the same time. Nesfear somehow overtook Nobito in farm. I'm actually impressed that he managed to successfully do that, considering Nobito has honestly not even been chased whatsoever this game. I mean, it's still a D2CL, but Terrorblaze can most of the time keep up with D2CLs. But earlier Bloodstone was definitely better. Oh no, yeah, earlier Bloodstone, you especially had like the advantage of going for it like first, second item possibilities. But it just has a different purpose now. I like the fact that now you don't get punished for losing your life, for instance.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Where you lose, you know, stacks that you gain and shit.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Well, they are putting a lot of pressure here on the side of Brame. Tier 2 tower bottom lane should be falling momentarily.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
And they will be heading out, but the smoke is going to get tanked by Spartan because he do be a good sport. Is most likely going to lose his life for that extra diligent duty that he did for his team. And indeed, he does die, but he just tanked that entire smoke gank, and they're still nearby. Nobito is still in his meta, and surprisingly enough, they're not counter. He's like right next to them. Walking in. Doug trying to catch on to Natty Narwhal. The silence comes out, but there is going to be the D2CL's ulti used. Can't look in that direction. 11 not actually going to get punished just yet with the BKB duration, but Nesfear, he's going to get dragged back. The arena is actually blocking all the hits, keeping Nesfear alive from the damage. Cube is going to be the attention seeker in this situation. Blown to smithereens, but Natty Narwhal will still fall. Thug is silenced, and that is pretty big. Overgrowth comes out, holds him in place. They will find Natty Narwhal, but it's going to be 2 for 2. Never mind. Endring joins in the fray and makes it a 3 for 2 trade, Or originally they got Spartan in the first place as well. So actually a pretty good fight here from X3. And Brame kind of... Like, Spartan tanks that smoke gank. He dies because of it. And then they still are like, let's take a fight while Metamorphosis is running low. Metamorphosis only has 25% left to go. Let's go, go, fight, fight, fight. It's Spartan, dude. Okay, Sass Spartan. Yeah, fuck it. Sass Spartan then. I mean, I also call him Natty. He can live with being called Spartan. Ooh, Doug coming in though. Mastery. But I'll try to keep saying says Spartan. I'll probably forget it multiple times though. Just a heads up. I have a terrible memory. LQP is gonna get caught out. DK going for the drums after his blink. I mean, that's kind of what he does this game, right? He blinks in and does a stun. The supports on the side of Brame are mainly there to just be a distraction. And Valor, though, he's supposed to be a, you know, 3.5 kind of position this game. Tag teaming it out with Mastery, who is, of course, broke as fuck.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I love you too, say Pax. Pax, yeah. Pack, yeah, Pack. I have no idea. XC doesn't really work well together. Thugs, BKB is almost done. Still can't really comprehend the bots. I mean, the plus side is you can go for those long zips and then bots TP back if, like, they're trying to push a lane. I guess. It's also kind of surprising 20 minutes in, both teams have not even attempted Roche, whereas both teams have pretty decent Roche capabilities with their safe laners and DP on the Radiant, Ench on the Dire, he even has a full solar.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Like, Roche does die pretty quickly, but of course it would mean that you put yourselves in an awkward position next to the pit. And I guess X3 has a way stronger Roche fight lineup, even though Brame have, like, Thug that can zip in and steal it, but considering he almost has... His BKB is in a pretty comfortable spot. Not the most perfect though. You still have to be careful of the overgrowth and possibly of the D2CL ulti, but I doubt that he's gonna fuck up that much. Mastery, BKB, da da da. Still needs it, and he's broke. Natty Narwhal is also kind of broke, but then again, they are giving all their farm to Nesphir and Valor, who is going for the Scythe, after his Glimmer, which is pretty pog. I mean, personally, I'm an Ags kind of guy. I love the Ags on Coddle. I think it's one of the best fucking Agses in the game. Mainly because it has like a... In a sense, if you get Chakra Magic cooldown reduction and you just constantly spam Chakra Magic on yourself, you have about a 30-second cooldown on Will-O-Wisp. Cupay. I do like this, though. Like, he doesn't really do anything as a DK position 4. I mean, maybe if you bought the Shard, he had a little bit more farm potential to be split pushing the side lanes. But he needs something to at least have any use in the game, and that is going to be his Heaven's Halberd build-up. So they're heading into the Roche. They even committed meta for it. And they have no idea. Antoa is going to get stunned up. Nobito should... Well, actually, Thug probably is going to pick up the Aegis, right? Or, no, actually, Nobito's going to pick up the Aegis. Bit of a surprise. Considering... You know, Terrorblade in his meta, he dies, he comes back, he still does nothing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, is the bot dead again? Stop dying, you stupid bot. I don't know why my bot randomly turns off every once in a while. Okay, now my bot should be back up.
Over here now.
Bastard bot.
Highest bottom tower. Don't look good.
Glimmer, Valor, run away! Run away! We'll be able to get the TP away before he would get caught.
Tower ain't looking too steady.
And Nesphere, okay, he's got the Manta Scotties, trying to pretty much just get that level 25 talent, which is OP. TB Manta is also done with the Scotty, but he also has a Falcon Blade. Actually, Nesphere is going for, might go Silver Edge or Chrysalis, or Daedalus. Really depends. I honestly wouldn't mind a Silver Edge this game, considering they have an ENG and a DK. And even honestly the Storm, which is pretty annoying with the overload.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Looking for a fight, looking for a catch. Sus Spartan.
Tower is under attack.
Not necessarily the first one you want to jump, or at all want to jump.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
If he had a
is
shard, he could
disintegrating.
just blast it
Dire
and
is
walk
scanning
away.
for enemies.
Stupendous.
Dire's middle tower
I'm actually
is
baffled he's still
disintegrating.
like fucking around in the bottom
Radiant's
lane
bottom tower needs a
without
hand.
being killed. X3, a little bit terrified, of course. There's an Aegis still on Nubito for about 2.5 minutes. Storm's going for the Ags. Yep, I mean, that makes sense. The Ags is so fucking good on Storm. Especially if you get to, like, your level 25 talent with the Shard. You can team wipe an enemy team easily as a Storm if you get a good catch.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Valor. He's gonna get caught out. Meta even popped here by Nubito, making sure that he dies in the tier 1 tower. Tier 2 tower bottom lane, of course, will fall.
Radiant structures
So
are
that's a little bit
fortified.
of a rip moment there for Valor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Radiant's bottom
Mastery is also being spotted. Observer ward, they'll be able to immediately counter ward it.
Radiant's
Because,
middle
well, they know that
feeling the love.
they know. Tier 2 bottom gone, tier 1 tower mid being taken down. Of course, they've just taken the 3rd tower down, and that's the plus of having a treant on your side. But that's kind of most of the pluses of the treant ending. Very good for defending for a while. However, if they finally break through, he's not that, you know, it's not a hero that works super well from behind. You see the Holy Locket being built up, and it's nice and all, but it just always feels underwhelming. Even with, like, the living armor heal talent, it always just feels underwhelming how much this hero heals. I mean, to be fair, the lead seed also heals, which is a pretty decent heal. Actually, it heals a lot more than, for instance, living armor does.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Up on the high ground, they do be waiting. Anyone gonna walk out? Actually, the TPs from the Radiant come through to defend their base. Now they're looking if they can find a target, but no one in the vicinity. 11 is gone. Gone and got himself a refresh orb. So you got double BKB Razor in the fight, which is hell. Cupid is gonna get caught again. You know, they find a support. They spend a decent amount of resources and time to kill off a support. But all you get for your troubles is a position 4 DK who, you know, he doesn't even have his halberd yet. In a team fight, he blinks and stuns. That's where he stops.
Radiant's top
Thank you very much for casting these games. I appreciate it. Always happy to oblige. If I've got time, I try to cast as much as possible. Especially if it's uncasted stuff. I just love it.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
And considering I don't have like any Dota casting planned until DPC 3,
Radiant's top tower's about
I kind of got time on my hands, baby. I do have some CSGO casting though for the Pinnacle Cup coming in soon. The cup where it always pisses me off how many people call it rigged. Always great to hear when you're working. Okay, they're going in. They still don't have an arena. D2CL ulti being used, but they're going for the backline. Natty Narwhal needs to be careful because the Scotty is a nuisance. And Natty Narwhal will just slowly but surely get taken down. 3 kills secured for the side of Brame, going for Nesphia. D2CL without mana. D2CL is going to get held back. Thug with that Aghanim Scepter coming through. And TB walking around. There is no mana. There is no nothing. They find 4 kills. Scratch that, 5 kills because one of them was a buyback. Valor will at least catch 11 in return, but make that 6 kills for Brame, and they can... Well, luckily enough, there are still creeps in mid, otherwise they could just walk down mid and finish the game, because that was a huge fucking team fight victory.
looking too steady.
You doing any Pinnacle today? No, I'll be doing Pinnacle on Sunday, I think.
Radiant's
Yeah, Sunday.
is not feeling the love.
LGD may miss the Stockholm Major. Isn't there a reasonable chance that none of the Chinese teams will go to the Stockholm Major? Overlord! Ooh, nice spear onto Thug. The arena as well, keeping them at bay. Sunder comes out. Mastery on the other side, but will still get taken down by Q-Base and Dragon Breathe Fire.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Nonetheless, they did not kill the Storm. How the fuck did I think that they killed the Storm? Okay. Considering he has bots, he can just TP to base every single time and zip to the side. So how's X320 looking so far? Not great.
Over here now.
I might add, not great. Hey, just what I thought. Doesn't mean that what I think is true. More likely than not, it's going to be the opposite. At least my daily prediction is correct of them winning a map against Brame, which was already like 2.15 odds or something. Silver Edge D2CL went for the full Hurricane Pike. I mean, BKB is not really that useful this game on the D2CL. And he kind of needs the arena of the Mars to be able to hold the enemies inside, but considering they all have BKBs on the end, actually TB doesn't even have a BKB. That could actually be big, but he does have a double damage room bottle. Just one tip: there is a 15-minute delay on this game, so spoilers are not allowed. Quick heads up: normally spoilers do get permabanned. So the more you know, just don't spoil, because no one likes a spoiler. Going in, D2CL ulti being used. 11 with his second charge. Going for the second BKB. Overgrowth gets immediately taken care of. He's dropping low. D2CL will find the kill, but the heavens help it disarm from Cupid coming in. D2CL losing a lot of mana in the process. DK stun coming out. Nubito on top of Nesphia. Can the D2CL get away? He needs that snake to give him the mana to be able to sustain, and they will actually fall back. Still takes quite a while to kill off a D2CL. Like a lot of time before that D2CL finally falls.
Invisibility.
That's why you see a lot of the teams pretty much just try and kill off the rest of the team and then keep D2CL last. Natty Narwhal, E-Blade next. Wait, is he gonna break open the Kaya for it? Oh no, he's getting some armor. Shiva's kind of ordeal, I guess. Actually, Loadsword might also... Loadsword could be good against the Sunder, against the Static Link, against the DK stun, against the... Actually, it doesn't really work against Electric Vortex anymore. Into the pit they go. X3 trying to scoop up that easy Aegis. Nubito is actually walking forward. Oh, that fireball is pretty annoying. D2CL taking, he's still burning. Okay, actually he's not burning because the fireball has been left out of position. Spartan getting speared to the tree on the side, will be taken down. Does not have a buyback available. Will they be able to defend it on the side of Brame? I know that's why I give you a heads up, Javid. In general, I don't think any caster or any tournament organizer likes spoiled scores and such. So be careful. Because I know a bunch of them also permaban you. Arena, Nubito, TB getting caught. He is stunned in the process as well. Stoned. Can he get himself out? No, he is dead. 90 seconds. Nesphere doing the work. Qpei is going to slowly but surely die as well. I mean, they do have a lot of lockdown on the side of X3. And that is going to be Roshan in the hands of X3 with an Aegis plus shard. Will there be a steal shenanigan coming out from Thug? No, he's just going to TP all the way back to base. Shard on the Mars. Aegis on the Deucers. Actually, they're giving the shard and the Aegis to the D2CL. Who is now getting an MK. Wait, does he have a butterfly? Oh no, he has the talent, right? There's no talent. Wait, what? DK's evasion, Heaven's Halberd. Bro, why are you getting an MKB? Why not Silver Edge? There's no evasion on TB. There's evasion on a DK, but who gives a fuck about that little bit of evasion on the DK? On a DK position 4 that literally does nothing else in the fight but disarm you once. Silver Edge against the Untouchable, Silver Edge against the Dragon's Blood, Silver Edge against even the Overload is pretty good.
I'm over here.
Okay, Daedalus instead. TB is high armor, maybe to fight TB. Yeah, but TB doesn't have a BKB. So honestly, for the most part in the fight, I just say fucking see the TB. Like, they've got the fucking blinding light to, well, make him miss everything. They've got Arena, they've got D2CL Stone Gaze, they've got... Honestly, at the moment... I'd rather even have you get the fucking crit instead of the, like, 100 damage proc that you get. Which is magic, of course, which is good against TB, but still. Oh, that's a big old zip coming out. And the Arena misses the mark completely for Mastery. Nesphere is surrounded, stunned up in the process. Looking to fight up against Nubito. He just gets the Hurricane Pike on towards the TB, and he is surrounded by very nasty looking motherfuckers on the other side. Just melted. And also, Silver Edge gives you Invis, which is always a nice added addition to try and disengage. Valor will be caught out, and Valor is dead. Okay, there is no D2CL buyback for 80 seconds. Because he bought out the full MKB, which counters nothing. And now they have lost their game? I mean, there's also no Valor buyback for 14 seconds. Natinaro, like, they need Valor to be able to do any high ground defense, and he's still dead. That's going to be the pushing finish. And that's it. Unless they can keep it going, but the TB is just going to finish up the Ancient while his team is playing Distraction. Natinaro is trying to fear them away as much as he can. It's dropping low. Can they keep it going a little bit longer? No, they cannot. It is going to be for game number 2 going in favor of Brame. Yeah. No buyback to get an item that honestly doesn't really do that much. Not my favorite choice. Like, MKB does nothing, especially if you don't have your... If you have your level 25, you get the MKB procs on everyone that you hit, because split shot uses no modifiers. Then it's really good until you get to that point. Like, you still only, it's only single target MKB. It doesn't really do that much more. I don't really get that choice. It's weird. Not that necessarily that was the reason they lost, but if you had to do some buyback there, you probably had a chance to stay alive a little bit longer. But hey, it happens. That's, I guess, the inexperience of the players. The MKB icon looks nice and the name is lit. Yep. Bugatti knows exactly what he's talking about. It does look nice and the name is pretty lit. So, you know. Better die where you have the MKB emblem in your death screen than not. Because then you'd just be a sad little dead boy. Did Deuce have Ags that game? No, he had only a shard. Ags would also have been a great one against the TB, for instance. I'd rather have seen an Ags. I'd rather have seen a Silver Edge, an Ags, a BKB, a Swift Blink, or at least a Blink to be able to build into a Swift Blink, a fucking Satanic, fuckloads of items that I'd rather have seen than, honestly, MKB had no use that game. I mean, it did not have a use because, of course, there was the DK that had 20% evasion. And also, the Mars Arena was completely garbo in that last fight where it literally did nothing. It caught the TB inside the arena, but like his teammates just got jumped next to the arena, which means, yeah, TB won't hit them, but the rest of the Dire team, like Storm also does a fuckload of damage at that point in the game. Mars garbage always. I wouldn't say Mars is a garbage hero. This game, for instance, all of his farm got picked up by Valor, who was playing the Coddle, so you're playing with 3.5s. So Mars's job, for the most part, was Blink Arena, that's it. And, you know, he didn't always get his job done, but it happens. I mean, Mars garbage in that game. Oh! Actually, it was a pretty good Mars game because it counters the TB pretty heavily. TB didn't have a BKB yet. And it was mainly they had a really good team fight on the Radiant side, but they can't get initiated on. Otherwise, they get fucked. Wait, what? Huh?
I'm out, man.
Anya Pascal. Wait, is that the one from Spike's Family? The Waku Waku girl? Any thoughts about game 3? Honestly, I have no idea what, like, flip a coin. Oh! Did he actually Lotus Orb a Juggernaut Omni on a Tiny? Wait, that's actually sick. Bro, that's pretty cool. Tiny with an Omni Slash looks so sick. That was so cool. I haven't seen all of them, I think. No. What's X3 pick in game 1 and why they I didn't actually watch game 1, so I have honestly no idea. Oh wait, I'll quickly. Waku Waku. Wait, what? What was it? Anya? What's nuts?
できたの？マジで？恐るべき知力。これなら入学試験も容易に突破できる。この子にします。手続きの書類は。
そんなんいいから、さっさと引き取ってくれ。
子作り任務達成。順調すぎて逆に不安だ。お前はそれでいいのか？
スパイ、ミッション、ワクワク。
So cute. So cute.
いけません。この誰かの人に。いや、スパイ、殺し屋。あにゃ。ワクワク。
少女は娯楽に飢えていた。
God, that's so cute.
あにゃ。ワクワク。
Ah, that's so cute. In 7
スパイ、ミッション。
7 different languages?
ワクワク。スパイ、on a mission, so cool. Spion, operация, интересно. Spion, Mission, spannend.
Spannend. Spannend. Oh my god. Dutch is also like exciting means spannend, but
Mission, spannend.
spannend. Oh, that sounds so weird.
Des missions, ça a l'air trop chouette. Espion, mission, qu'émotionnante. Mission, de espion, legal demais.
Okay, they're like the Japanese one sounds super cute. In other languages, it sounds like they're fucking ooh girls talking the entire time. Ooh ooh. What parts of the Netherlands are you from? I'm the part that is near Arnhem. A bridge too far. So I live like next to the German border. How does he get yeeted further than the techies? Than the tinker. Wow, techies. Waka waka. I actually need to quickly restart my stream. So I'll be back in a second. Sorry for that.